20 hours a day from the medication that I was on. I didn't have a life. I have 2 kids. I couldn't be a good mother for them. I couldn't take care of my house. I couldn't take care of my husband. And my life was going downhill. In 2012, I was on 20 different pills a day just to manage my symptoms and then to manage the side effects from symptoms from other pills. I had to switch doctors. My doctor had moved, and it was too long of a drive for me to go every 30 days. So I switched doctors, and my new doctor insisted, without even speaking to me, she saw my chart. She says, "You're on too many medications. I will not prescribe you any more narcotics." So 3 days before Christmas in 2012, I was forced to go cold turkey off of 90 milligrams of methadone a day. That is extremely dangerous. I could have died, yeah. And my doctor didn't care. She didn't give me any options to wean down. She just said no more. I was really scared. I didn't know what to do. I considered going and buying pills on the street, but I knew that was going to be extremely expensive, and I was disabled. There was no way that I was going to be able to afford that. So my next thought came to heroin. And it's hard for me to say that I actually considered going to heroin. Luckily, a friend gave me medical marijuana, and I tried it, and not only was I able to get through the withdrawals from this horrible medication that I was on, but I actually started feeling better. Every day that I used the marijuana, I was able to live life again. I was feeling better. I was able to go to my kids' school functions. I was able to drive them to school again. Just the littlest things that you don't think about, that I couldn't even make dinner, and now I can actually get up and cook. So a year after I went off of the narcotics, I realized I was feeling better in all different ways. So I went off the rest of my pharmaceutical medications. I just passed 2 years of being off of all of my pharmaceuticals, and the only medicine I use is cannabis. I lost 65 pounds after going off the pills and using it. Like I said, I can make dinner again. I can go to my kids' school functions. It's amazing the turnaround of where I was on legal pharmaceutical medications, not living a life, and now here I am treating myself illegally, and I am living a better life than I have in over a decade. So the point to my story is I should not have to treat myself illegally. Knowing what it can do for me, knowing what it can do for other chronic pain patients who don't currently have the choice. We should have the choice to, if you want to use medical marijuana over prescription pills, which are highly addictive and can destroy your life. So for me and other chronic pain patients like me, please vote yes on 3.
Thank you, Leanne. You're going to hear one more person, our friend Montel, but we've heard from the beginning of this campaign till today how people have had to go to an illegal market to get the compassionate care that we can't get from across the street. We can't get legal medical marijuana. And you've got people that have actually had to move out of this state because they were afraid their children were going to be taken away from them, or they were going to be sent to jail, or any number of things. And you've got folks like this brave young man who has to take an incredible amount of medication every day. And you've got people like Addison Benton, who at 4 years old had 1,000 epileptic seizures a day and now has 3, sometimes 2 a day. Because of a transdermal patch that her parents put on her ankle every day. These are not miracles, they're science. And the sooner we can get around to realizing and appreciating life, giving people the ability to live their life and to live it fully, and be able to better themselves and to have a quality of life, I think the better off we'll be. One of the people that's been fighting for a better quality of life for medical marijuana patients is Montel Williams. Montel was a U.S. Navy Academy grad, went into the Marines, has
So I was in the Marines first then.
I'm sorry, Marines first, and then thank you, and you know, has lived the life of ensuring that he's always faithful, semper fi, making certain that he's fighting for those who can't fight for themselves and bringing a voice to those who can't speak for themselves. And he's not just fighting for people in Ohio; he's been doing this all around